During this first week of January, we caught this coyote. He looks like he's in pretty bad shape. He's hobbled, and he's out in daylight, which is very unusual for coyotes. So he's got to be very desperate for food. He's definitely got a bad left front leg that's gonna hobble him, and it's not gonna be too kind to him when it comes to keeping up with the chasing the animals for food, and doesn't look like he's got much of a chance to survive. We only saw him on camera this one day, which is the January 6th, and so far he just hasn't shown up any more of our cameras. Notice he walks up and smells both of our trail cameras on this beach grove site, and he goes to the second one. We caught him on this camera trying to chase the poor pheasant, which he didn't get, and the pheasant has returned many times since, but we have not seen this coyote ever again. Again, this is only January 6th, and that's the last time we saw him. We caught this doe checking out the licking branch, which is actually a vine, and it's had a lot of good action, and we just want to see how long it continues through the winter. Hopefully we'll get action on it right through the spring anyways. We'll see. We still have some doe groups visiting the sites, but we haven't seen any antlered bucks, as they must have all dropped their antlers by now. But hopefully we'll see some come up in the summer again. Right now we've got does and probably the bucks that have dropped their antlers, and other animals that are still looking for food. These raccoons always like to have a little fun in the off night times. This is the same ringneck pheasant that fox was chasing a while back, and he's pretty prevalent on a couple of our sites. And he seems to come in every day. He's looking for food. We've thrown out a little bit of cracked corn and some nutritional 12% protein pellets. And this is just to help them a little bit through the tough months ahead in the winter. Just a little friendly competition for any existing food that they can find, and they're not above making sure the other one knows that this is their spot and to keep out of it. This doe here is digging out the side of an old rotted stump. I looked at it, but I couldn't quite figure out what she was trying to get at. I don't see any food value anywhere. This young deer is taking time out to clean his tail. They really keep their fur and their tails real clean and white. It's amazing how they do it, especially when the times get tough. We like to film during a lot of these snowstorms. It gives you a good idea what they have to deal with, and most people don't have any idea of how the snow and the rain affects the deer, especially in the wintertime when there's a very lack of food available. Here's the snowy scene after the storm has stopped the next day. It's kind of magical, and it's really a nice look at the better times during the snow season. Again, one of the does checking out one of our licking branches, and so far it seems to be working right on through the winter. Notice the filming blind set back up on the hill in the background. We do some live filming from here occasionally, and it's the only one that we do that from. We actually rely most of our footage from our trail cameras. We occasionally have deer groups from 3 to 6 numbers, and in this case it looks like we have 5 deer. How good are your eyes? Can you pick out the 6 deer in this video? If you look in the background on the far left and far right, you kind of see the other ones that you're probably not missing. There is 2, 4, and 6 total. Again, here are the 6 deer. It's a lot easier to pick them all out in this clip as opposed to the first one. Back to the pheasant again. He always seems to come in. Like I said, we've seen him just about every day in the last week or so. We hope you've enjoyed the first video that we made in the year 2020, and we look forward to more excitement and more unusual things happening in the woods, especially in the wintertime here, where you never know what you're going to see or what's going to happen and take place. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for our next videos on whitetail, deer, and more.